Here we are at the freshly repaved Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas, for the running of the Ford 500, the first time the Gatorade Cup Series will be on this fresh pavement. A lot of unknowns coming into this race, and let's take a look at our starting lineup before we go green. On post, the 15th Colton Yo, 2's outside the 27, Nathan Stapleton. Then 30, you have points leader Jonathan Rains, 4th last season's champion Luigi, running up the top 5, David Dewitt. Then 6th, you have Jake Galloway. 7th is Levi Shones, 8th, Alex Stewart, TJ Hanley, the Texan, in 9th, and Lawrence Palmpon rounding up the top 10. They got Riley Spraytube and Griffin on the next row. Then second in points, Jeff Bright, 2's inside Justin Zidell. Then Carter Friesen and Jonathan Buford, Isaac Nichols and Luigi Octavo, Steve Morgan and then Emmett Juckham, Carson Bowers and Eli Bright, Steve Larker and Andrew Miller, and Marcus Sachi and William Seaman, Grayson Thompson and Luke Rainey, and Kyle Perry and Diego Gapez, Trey Rainey and Max Anderson, Michael Gregory and Justin Heath, Tim Ranoff and another Texan, Jay Jefferson, and Michael Canto and Stuart Gratton, Derek Hamill and Alexander Rowan running out the field in the final row. And 41st, you have Brandon Thorpe in the 24. 42nd is another Texan, Joe Jefferson, starting at the back of the pack. Gonna have a lot of work to do to make his way up to the front, where Colton Yo is starting on pole. He'll lead us to the green flag. Let's go down to track side and get the command.
On behalf of the many great folks at Bass Pro Shops, Tracker, and MB&A, gentlemen, start your engines!
Business as usual today, buddy. Nice and easy. Your seatbelt's a little tucked for you, buddy. You're ready to rock and roll. Buddy, be ready here now. Feel that thing out real good here for the first lap or so. Make sure you got a good feel for it.
And 42 engines roar to life here at the Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas, for it should be one wild race. Got a lot of drivers in this field hoping for wins, trying to get going in their seasons, trying to get up to the front end points. Remember, top 10 points make it in. You got the 2 wild cards and an all-star race winner, whether it be a wild card or top 10 points. Pace cars in 51 laps, a long race at Texas, 500 miles. Colton Yo leads to the green flag. It's out. Green flag is waving. We're racing at the Texas Motor Speedway in the Ford 500. Racing down the backstretch, Colton Yo and Jonathan Rains get clear. David Dewitt now going for second in the 22 as he looks low. Nathan Stapleton from second has gotten down in line in the 4th position, but might be for 3rd. As he comes off a 4, Colton Yo will lead lap 1, so side-by-side battle for 3rd as Jonathan Rains kicks back on the outside lane. Yo leads lap 1, it's a battle for 2nd on back. And they're 3 wide further back in the pack as they race off into turn 1. Stapleton looking to the inside of Dewitt. Has Levi Shones behind. Shones won the last race out at Chicago. Looking to go back-to-back in the Gatorade Cup Series. He's done it before. Races down the backstretch, still side by side. Shones will look to the high side here as Jonathan Rains has gotten down low. He's now inside the top 5. He'll look for 4th now. So he'll get by Levi Shones. TJ Henley has been kicked up the track by Riley Spraytube. As for a second, Nathan Stapleton to the bottom of David Dewitt. Stapleton trying to hold that car in the bottom lane. Spraytube slides up the track. They might go 4 wide for a position inside the top 5. They're beating and banging down the backstretch. Zidell's been spun into the inside wall. Does he come back up and collect anyone else? As of now, no. Great job to control the car. The yellow will come out. That could have been big. And Yo from the pole leads back to the caution flag. David Dewitt will get back in 2nd, and Nathan Stapleton 3rd. Jonathan Rains 4th. And Levi Shones rounding out the top 5. That could have been big and ugly as they raced 4 wide off of turn number 2. And Justin Zidell, his day will be done in the number 20. Early on, only made 2 laps. As let's go check out what happened to bring out caution number 1. The number 20, Home Depot Toyota Camry, all torn up. We saw this 4 wide happening, and it just was not enough room for it. Shones up top, Spraytube in the middle. Zidell also in the middle, and Alex Stewart down low. And Zidell and Spraytube make contact. Alex Stewart kind of just washed up into the 20, spun Zidell hard into the inside wall, and we're lucky that that 20 car did not slide up and collect anyone else. You see the 16 going by very close there of Steve Larker. Right here, I thought he was going to come up and get Joe Jefferson as he was spinning sideways, but got back down to the bottom of the track and kept it going, and we did not have any others collected. So 1 car incident, as it looked like Stewart could have been a lot lower on the track than where he was, and he kind of just washed up, maybe thinking Zidell would have been a little bit higher, but there's just no room to go any higher. And it ends up with the 20 car all torn up and done here today. So Zidell will be done. Meanwhile, Colton Yo led them back to the stripe, and they will stay out on the racetrack. They're not in their field window. Colton Yo leads back to the green flag. Coming back around lap number 8, Colton Yo is the one out front. Justin Zidell in the 20 is out because of that crash. We have 41 cars still left in the race and on the lead lap. Colton Yo from the pole is out front. He's led all 6 laps so far. He's looking to make it 7 on the restart. Donovan Dewitt is second, Nathan Stapleton is third, Jonathan Rains fourth, and Levi Schoen's rounding out the top 5. They got Riley Sprague in 6th, Alex Stewart 7th, Cole Luigi in 8th, Lawrence Palpon 9th, and TJ Hanley is 10th, so the Texan doing very well. Some other Texas names, Joe Jefferson is back in the 38th position. The other one, Jay Jefferson, is 30th, so those two not having days they want, but they can easily get up to the front here on this fresh pavement. Get to the inside, anything can happen. The pace car back into pit road. Colton Yo has the hands of this restart, has Donovan Dewitt behind him in second. Green flag back waving, we're back racing, and Yo steps on the gas. It was a pretty decent restart there. He got away from the 22. See some others looking to the high side. The 32 did not get a great restart back there and kind of slowed up the 30 and the 1. I believe the car looked to the inside of the 1 of Emmett Juckham. As they race through 1 and 2, Colton Yo with their lead as they race down the backstretch now. Looks like the 99 car freezing, peaking low. He gets into the top 10. As now cars start moving low. The 29 Jonathan Rains first to break low. Riley Sprague behind underneath Levi Schoen. This is for the 3rd position. Your points leader flying up through the field. He'll go to 3rd as they come off of 4. Big move there by Jonathan Rains to get to the 3rd position. Riley Sprague up into 5th. Code Luigi now to 6th. As up the track go the front 2. Jonathan Rains going to dig hard off the corners. Donovan Dewitt gets side by side with Colton Yo down the back. And Rains looks to make it 3 wide for the race lead. He might do it right here in 3 and 4. He has to run to the inside. His teammate behind him. Dewitt tried to block that lane off. It looks like he does. Great job there by Dewitt to be able to keep the race lead as they come off of 4. I really thought that 29 was going to jump to the bomb. He has his teammate pushing him down this front stretch. Jonathan Rains looking to the inside turn 1. Can't get underneath that 22, but the 22, Donovan Dewitt up the track. The 29 also up the track. Nathan Stapleton will go to the 2nd position down the back. Side by side for the 2nd position. Colton Yo from the pole now kicked back up top. He restarted this race in front. Now he's back up top. He might go 3 wide with Jonathan Rains up top. Your points leader almost into the wall. And Riley Sprague will get to 3rd and all that. Lawrence Palpon up into the top 5 now. The 32 cars come alive. Look at them racing through turn 1 and 2. They come off the corner. And down the back. Coming to 40 laps to go. Look at Colton Yo trying to get back to the front. Aggressive move to the bottom of Riley Sprague. He'll grab the 3rd position back on the bottom in 3 and 4. They're 3 wide behind. As the 99 car freezing kicked up the track almost into the teammates of Cole Luigi and Emmett Juckham as they're racing 3 wide through the quad oval. Jonathan Rains will grab 4th now. As look at 4, the racing. Nathan Stapleton has a run on the 22. Donovan Dewitt looks to the inside off of 2 and down the back. They're side by side. This will really help their running back Colton Yo to get a huge draft off those cars side by side in front. Now look at Colton Yo. He's flying in here with a run, but where does he go? They're still side by side in front. Nathan Stapleton leads up the line. Donovan Dewitt trying to get down from the 15. Colton Yo, he couldn't get it done. Yo now will grab 2nd. And Colton Yo trying to clear Donovan Dewitt. Behind them, Riley Sprague. Look at this shuffle back here. They're 4 wide once again. This could get big as they're 3 wide. Jonathan Rains, the 1 up top. Lawrence Palpon in the middle. Riley Sprague battling inside the top 5. Here comes Emmett Juckham in the 1. Carter freezing back here just waiting. And they got Cole Luigi and Jake Galloway kind of like, what is happening up here? They're just inside the top 10. Colton Yo's gotten to 2nd. He knows he has a fast hot rod. He started on pole. And now here he is going underneath Nathan Stapleton. These guys started 1-2 in the race. They have the fastest cars here this weekend. And they're racing down the backstretch side by side. And the 15 is drafting up from Donovan Dewitt. Dewitt went low. Emmett Juckham going for the 4th position as the front 3 have kind of distanced themselves just a little bit. Colton Yo will grab the race lead once again. Now Donovan Dewitt back to the inside. And you kind of find it ironic. The front 3, Toyota, Dodge, Chevy. There's no Ford inside the top 5. But the first Ford might be the 32 right here of Lawrence Palpon just outside the top 5. So Ford not having a great day. They have some cars inside the top 10, like the 32 and the 99. But other than that, not many cars up here and are Fords. Donovan Dewitt looking on Colton Yo. They're side by side as they race off of 4. To the stripe, Donovan Dewitt leads that lap. Emmett Juckham now in the 1 coming to the bottom lane. As Juckham, his teammate right behind him, Cole Luigi, just a few cars back. Luigi going to try and make up some lost ground they had on the restart. Jonathan Rains has fallen all the way back to the back half of the top 10. As they're still side-by-side tandeming for the race lead. Nathan Stapleton might make it 3 wide. The 27 with the run tucks him by the 1. But now looking low as they go through the quad oval. 4 Jews been kicked to the high sides. The 99 and the 14 go underneath. The 29 as well. As now for the race lead, the one up the track, Emmett Juckham, Nathan Stapleton will get to the bottom lane. He'll grab the race lead back down the backstretch, or he's trying to at least. Stapleton into 3 and 4. Emmett Juckham with the run off the top, down the straightaway. And Juckham clears. He gets back to the race lead. Donovan Dewitt now up to 3rd. Riley Sprague to 4th. And now for 5th, it's Lawrence Poundpond, the 32, underneath Colton Yo. Carter Friesen has been kicked up high by the 14 and the 42. As Juckham way up the track along with Nathan Stapleton. And Donovan Dewitt gets around on the bottom lane. Dewitt will grab the race lead down the back. That was a big move there by the 22. The 1 and the 27 both washed up in 1 and 2. And Donovan Dewitt takes advantage of the bottom lane. Now Juckham wants to get the track. The 27 will make it 3 wide to the middle. Sprague Tube down to 2nd. Palapon for 3rd. The 1 of Juckham into the wall. Colton Yo will get backed up by that. And Cole Luigi out of nowhere is flying into the top 5. And now Sprague Tube for the race lead. They both slide up the track. The 22 a little bit higher than the 7. The 7 also tied up the track as well. And Donovan Dewitt with the run off the top clears. Here comes Lawrence Palapon for 2nd. The 42 and the 14 coming up now. 3 wide for the 2nd position. 3 wide inside the top 5. Some great, might be 4 wide off the corner. Rubbing our teammates, the 1 and the 42. Cole Luigi flying up inside the top 3. The 42 to 3rd. Shones going for 4th. They're 3 by 3 inside the top 10. Some great racing. As the front few have kind of distanced themselves from the rest of the field as they race down the back. 2 cars pull away. Lawrence Poundpond in 2nd, Donovan Dewitt leading. Cole Luigi in 3rd, going to try and close on that battle and make it a 22, a 32, and a 42 car race. They each have 2 in the end of their car number. Does Lawrence Poundpond make a move in 1 and 2 here? That 32 does look faster than the 22 right now. They come around to 30 laps to go this time by. Here comes Poundpond now for the race lead down the back, but the 22 is the run off the top lane. He might get clear right here. They race down the back stretch. The 30 car, the last car in this pack, that is right now 12 cars in this pack that have broken away. Code Luigi has a run as these guys are side by side, a 3-horse race at the front. There are 3 cars that have a shot, 30 laps to go. Still a long time left here at Texas. There's going to be pit stops, we're thinking, as Poundpond grabs the race lead entering turn number 1. 32 car out front. Do it up the track. Code Luigi pushing the 32, all but pushing him off of 2. And down the backstretch they go. Code Luigi has cleared down Dewitt as well. Now can Dewitt get down line 3rd. He stays to the high side. Shone's going to look for 3rd now in the 14. Looking to go back to back here in the Gatorade Cup Series season number 6. Colton Yo, your pulser back up inside the top 5 for 4th. Where has your points there? Jonathan Rain's gone. He's not in this pack anymore. He's back in the 13th position now. So he's been kicked back a few positions. Oh, front 2 up the track. Lawrence Poundpond, Cole Luigi. Shones with the run to the inside of Luigi for 2nd. A big run. Colton Yo pushing him. They race off into 3 and 4. Shones trying to grab 2nd. Luigi once again up the track. And Shones grabs 2nd. Yo to 3rd. Cole Luigi kicked back to 4th for now, but his teammate to the inside. Luigi now kicked back to 5th. As Emmett Juckham goes by. Donovan Dewitt might go by. You got William Seaman, TJ Hanley now up inside the top 10. It's once again 11-horse race at the front, but Carter Friesen. Jay Jefferson has found his way up inside the top 15 from the back of the pack. He restarted 30th. He's up into 13th. That 78 car is pretty strong, but can he get it done here today? As we look up ahead to the front, Colton Yo back to 2nd. That 15 car has shown resilience. He'll fall back. He'll get down to the bottom lane. He'll work his way back up. And Colton Yo back to 2nd. Emmett Juckham now the 3rd. Donovan Dewitt looking for 4th in the 22. As up the track goes to the 32. Colton Yo down to the bottom lane for the race lead down the backstretch. The 15 car to the inside of the 32. Great racing down the back. It's a 3-horse race right now at the front. 3 cars distance themselves from 4th on back as they're 3 wide. They were 3 wide. They sell it out. For the race lead, Juckham now to the inside of Colton Yo. So Colton Yo gets it back for a lap, but Juckham has a run to the bottom lane. And the 1 car will grab it in 1 and 2. As Lawrence Poundpond for 2nd, but gets tight. Colton Yo might be able to clear here for 2nd. I don't think he's cleared the 1 car yet. Emmett Juckham can't clear the 15 down low. Colton Yo stays to the high side. As Lawrence Poundpond. They're in 3rd just waiting. William Seaman up the track in the 6 car. Allows the 42 to the inside of Code Luigi. We're about halfway through this race, more than halfway now. So there's battles everywhere inside this top 10. Lawrence Poundpond for 2nd. Emmett Juckham way up the track. Really tight up the track. Colton Yo with the run down the back. Look at the run for the 50 on the top. Can he clear 32? And look inside. He does. A big move out of Colton Yo. That was a great run right there for the 15 car, but can he make it 2nd, 3, and 4 down low? He does. Colton Yo, back to the point. Your pole sitter is fast here today. Colton Yo showing that he has the best car, but can he hold on to it? There's still a lot of time left. We're coming around to 20 laps to go in a few laps. So Orange Pound Pound gets back to 2nd. Nathan Stapleton, outside pole sitter. Up and down inside the top 5 to 4th, but Nathan Stapleton looks to the inside. Then racing 3 wide. Luigi Williams seeing Donovan do it. Luigi trying to get down from that 6. He actually does. Great move there by Luigi. Get down line and trying to have a shot. Colton Yo has distanced himself, as Lawrence Pound Pound has actually cleared Emmett Juckham now, and now it's the battle for 3rd. Nathan Stapleton looking underneath Emmett Juckham. Juckham used the high lane to his advantage in 1 and 2 and might be able to clear the 27. 15 also went up the track with Colton Yo down the back. As Jay Jefferson is now the last car in this pack, that's going to be about 13 cars now that are in this pack. As the 78 is running 13, so it's a 13-car race at the front for now. Look at 1st, 2nd. Emmett Juckham on Lawrence Pound Pound. This is a big race at the front. I think the 78's kind of lost the draft now. Yeah, Jay Jefferson has fallen back, so he must have messed up a corner or something. He's fallen back big time. No one's been able to touch Colton Yo. He got out front now, and no one's touching him. But once again, are they going to pit? And when are they going to pit if they have to? I believe they're going to have to pit. But you never know. 21 laps to go. Colton Yo has pulled away from the 1 and the 27. And now for 4th, Luigi and Lawrence Pound Pound are side by side. Luigi's going to grab it through 1 and 2. Pound Pound gets a run off the top, though. He held that 42 down low, got the 42 tight down low. Looks like he might be able to grab it right back here in 3 and 4. We'll have to see, though. 42 kind of forced the 32 up the track a little bit, and Luigi will grab the 4th position. Donovan Do It, now going for 5th into the 22. Luigi's going to try and pull away from that battle with 20 laps to go. Now these two are kind of catching the 15 just a little bit. Nathan Stapleton and Emmett Juckham. Stapleton using that inside line to his advantage. Gets a run through 1 and 2 on Colton Yo down the back. Now Juckham back to the inside of Nathan Stapleton. These guys battling for 2nd. Really hurting their chances trying to run down that 15 car. Look at the 42 and the 22 up the track. Donovan Do It looks to the inside of the 42. Pals everywhere inside the top 10. Right now, they have pulled away. It's an 8-horse race at the front. William Seaman now shown the last car in this pack. So 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th are kind of right there, but they have to really get formed up and try and run these guys down. Look at Luigi back to the inside of Donovan Do It for that 4th position. These two have been racing around each other all race, and it's looked like it's been enjoyment out of both of those drivers, or maybe some frustration. As look at Juckham, he's looking to the inside of Colton Yo as they cross the start-finish line. Juckham underneath Colton Yo, side by side in turn 1, almost dead even. Juckham gonna grab that race lead once again. Emmett Juckham back out front at Texas, but Colton Yo with the run off the top, he might look for the crossover. Stays in line for now. Stapleton and Luigi are coming though. Have to watch out for those two as Yo, all over the Corbell, the one looks back to the inside down the front. Still racing side by side for the race. Juckham led that lap, but Colton Yo is back to the inside once again as they battle for 3rd. Stapleton has joined this battle. Luigi has joined the battle. Stapleton goes up the track. The 1 with the run at the top. Yo tight down low. Juckham might be able to clear right here down the back. He's cleared by a little bit, but stays to the high side. Colton Yo and Luigi are going to be bound for 2nd behind him. As Luigi looks to the inside of the 15. To the stripe they come. Juckham and Luigi are teammates of Chip Ganassi Racing. Luigi, the champion of the series last season. He's had a decent season. He's 15th in points. Trying to rebound here at Texas. So he's side by side now for 2nd with Colton Yo down the back. The 30 trying to run down the 99 who has caught this pack. Carter Friesen now in this 1st pack. The 30 now going to try and run that pack down as well. Oh, off the core. Do it. It's able to make contact. They save it. We don't have a yellow flag, but they have lost touch with the other pack. And Stapleton has some right side damage to that 27 car. TJ Henley's now caught this pack as this is now a secondary pack. As they race 3 wide down this back stretch. Look at the pack up front, though. 3 wide for 2nd. Lawrence Pound Pound in the middle. All the way to the bottom goes Levi Shones as Emmett Juckham pulls away. Schoen's going to try and grab second here. Colton Yo looking in the 15, trying to get back up to the front. It's now 5-car breakaway as 6th on back. 6th back to about, I would say, 10th or 11th kind of in a pack. Yeah, it's the 12th position now in a pack. So 6th back to 12th in a pack as 1st to 5th are in a pack. But now 99 to 22, the 30 going to try and run down that front pack as Nathan Stapleton is very slow. He has some pretty heavy damage. Oh, Jefferson gets, 99 freezing with the problem. To the grass he goes. Think he tried to make pit road. We stay green for now. Some others have come down pit road. Maybe this is the time that they think they're going to be pitting. Does this happen to anyone else? Does anyone else overshoot pit road? If some cars are staying high, I think that maybe the one might be coming down this time. Here comes Emmett Chuckham to pit road. His teammate following him. Schoen's an aggressive entry, gets some positions into pit road. And some others hit pit road. So the 99 freezing overdrove pit entry hard. Now does that stay out on racetrack? Is my question. These guys going to be hoping for a caution, I'm thinking, to try and trap these guys a lap down. Out on the racetrack is the 15 Colton Yo. Freezing his left pit road, but I don't know if he's done service to that race car. Does Yo come down this time? Yes, he is. Here comes Colton Yo to pit road. So, does anyone try to long? Yes, Friesen missed pit road, so you'll have to come back down pit road. 13 staying out on the track. The 36 staying out. So Steve Morgan will lead this race. With the 36 chasing him down, Griffin Lynn. 2 cars stay on track. And presumably your race leader will be Levi Schoen, Emmett Chuckham, Cole Luigi, and Jake Jefferson. That's presumably your top 4, although that will definitely change as some others will filter off pit road. These guys looking to pit with around 10 laps to go. They're staying out. No, they're coming down pit road. So the 13 and the 36 have now hit pit road, and that will cycle through your pit stops. Levi Schoen should be your race leader, and he has a pretty good gap over the 1 and the 42 and the 78 are way far back, as they have just taken 11 laps to go, whereas some of these other guys coming off of pit road. I believe the 27 Nathan Stapleton might be your race leader here. The 99 is going to be a lap car. Now, is the 27 on the lead lap is the big question. Because I don't know if he's a lap down or what now, because remember, he had damage. He might have to have repaired that damage. So it'll be interesting to see where he cycles around to. Is he going to be a lap down the tail lead lap, or will he be your race leader? The 27 car is a lap down. So that should hand the lead over to Levi Schoen once it cycles through. All the cars in front of him are lappers as Schoen moves around Carter Friesen, trying to anyway, as Emmett Chuckham is now to 2nd. Luke J. Jefferson is up to 3rd. Cole Luigi is now 4th. Palmpon is 5th. Then you got Seaman in 6th. Kyle Perry in 7th. Andrew Miller 8th. Marcus Tachi 9th. Luke Rainey up inside the top 10. They got Alexander Rowe, Stuart Grant, TJ Hanley, Trey Rainey, Steve Morgan, Michael Canto, Jonathan Buford, Nichols, Rains, Max Harrison, Gregory, Jefferson, Larker, Randolph, Heath, Hamill, Spurley Tube, Tharp, Bright, Yapez, Lynn, Galloway, Dewitt, Thompson, Bowers, Stapleton. So you have 33 cars on the lead lap as of now. The 5 cars retired. The 38 is out because of a tire. So Jeff Bright, for some reason, is out of this race. We'll have to get an update on that, as we saw some cars with damage that possibly could have been entering pit road. Colton Yo is 2 laps down the 15, still on pit road. He also has an issue. A lot of developing stories. The 52 laps down, he's running up towards the front. Schoen's gone up front. Jeff Bright, 2nd in points, is out of this race. Cars with damage. Emmett Chuckham trying to run down Schoen. Jay Jefferson and Cole Luigi trying to do the same to the 1 car. It's going to take a caution, I think, for 3rd on back to try and run down those guys, as they're way far back. But Chuckham can definitely run down the 14. He overdrove 1 and 2, though. Levi Schoen looking to go 2 in a row in his Gatorade Cup Series Season 6 career. He's won so many races in the Gatorade Cup Series. So many dominated performances. So many where'd he come from moments. He's been up front all day today inside the top 10. And now he sees 6 laps to go. He's trying to hold off the 1 and try to make sure nothing like what happened to Derek Hamill at Rockingham happens to him here today. As he's around lap traffic, the 27 and the 21. We saw the 22 and the 27 get into the wall off of 4, which really hurt both their performances, as they both had to come down pit road and repair damage. And that's why they're here on the tail lead lap, if not a lap down. The 22 is there bound with the... Yeah, the 11 has damage to the rear end of that car. The 88 we saw had damage. I don't know if that was something coming onto pit road or what. Colton Young now finally getting his service. I don't know if something happened to the 15. He had to get towed to pit road or what. But the 1 is running the 14 down as the 14 has been stuck behind the 27. This could be an interesting race to the finish. Could come down to 2 cars. As they come around to see 4 laps to go this time. Schoen's looking to the inside of Stapleton once again. This time he's side by side with him, but this will slow the momentum of the 14. Never mind, the 1 is being passed by the 99 of Carter Friesen. Emmett Juckham once again blew a corner, and this time Carter Friesen moved to the inside. And this might all be over for Juckham, but we said that Rockingham about Justin. But remember, the 34 got into lap traffic. Brandon Tharp hit the wall. And was on from there. Juckham trying to get back by Friesen to try and get closer to Schoen's in case a problem happens on the 14. How about third place, though? Jay Jefferson has moved way up to third after starting at the back. And Coluigi is fourth, trying to run him down. Marcus Sachi somehow got him up to fifth. I don't know how that happened. As there are battles inside the top 10. Luke Rainey somehow up to 10th as well. Schoen's now getting past Carson Bowers. He's trying to. Bowers is right now in the 32nd position. They're coming around to see 2 laps go. As we will check on your points leader, Jonathan Rains in the 19th position. Struggling day here today. If you can just hold on to that 19th position, you should be able to keep that point. The car has blown up or hit the wall or something in the corner. It's blowing up. It's the 32 Lawrence Poundpond from the 6th position. And does he spew oil on the track and bring out the yellow, or does it get a little slick out there? Remember, the track already slick. It's a repave. Now you might add oil to it. No caution as of yet. We're still green. Coming to the white flag, the 14 has a pretty good sized gap over the 1. It's just under a second. They've raced through 3 and 4. Coming to the white flag. 1 left to go at Texas for Levi Schoens. Trying to get his 2nd win in a row this season. Schoens moves around Carson Bowers, but if he messes up one of these corners, the 27 could look to the inside. The 1 could get there. 27 tight though as they race down the backstretch. Levi Schoens with the race lead. Juckham closing in, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Carson Bowers looks to the inside. Schoens, this could hurt him in 3 and 4 for the final time. Schoens up high, but no contest for him. He's raced off turn number 4. Levi Schoens will pick up a 2nd win this season. He wins it at Texas. Juckham 2nd, Jefferson 3rd, Luigi, Sachi round out the top 5, and somehow Levi Schoens wins another one this season for his Gatorade Cup Series win total. Levi Schoens has dominated the Gatorade Cup Series in the past. This season, no different. 2nd win this season. It's going to propel him up even more in the point standings. As we will go check the finishing results, but I want to see what happened to the 32. I want to see what happened to the 5. I want to see a lot of this. First, we'll check out what happened to Jeff Bright, 2nd in points, as he was actually eliminated from this race. I believe he finished 41st. 40th, actually. This was a big mess. Jake Galloway in the 11 car is up top against the wall. He gets into it, gets down to Diego Lopez, gets in Brandon Tharp. The 11 then goes back up into the outside wall almost. He gets into it, and then the 5 comes along. Jeff Bright nowhere to go into the back of the 11 car, and that's how they got their damage. Then the 5 goes through the grass, the 11 back up onto the track, and that's why Jeff Bright was retired from this race. The damage to that 5 too big, possibly radiator problems on the 5. We'll go on board Jeff Bright and see what he saw. 11 going to get into the wall right there, and no time to react right there. Bright then through the grass, luckily did not wreck. I'm surprised that really did not bring out a caution. And then at the end of the race, Lawrence Poundpond running inside the top 5, and some sort of mechanical issue for the 32. So he brought it down pit road there late in the race. So I have to see right there. And it's going through 1 and 2. You can see he's kind of down on power. He's kind of falling back here through the field. Entering turn 1. Oh, man, right there. Oh, across the track. Luckily did not take out Andrew Miller and Kyle Perry. But that hurts for Lawrence Poundpond running inside the top 10. He had a great car, too. He's running up towards the front 5 all day long. Now he's going to finish back in the 30s. Let's now go check the finishing results. Levi Schoens, your winner at Texas. Here are the finishing results after Texas. Here are the finishing results from Texas Motor Speedway, the Ford 500. There's 1 caution flag for 4 laps and 14 lead change among 7 different drivers. Levi Schoens did lead a good amount of laps, 10 of the 51, but he did not lead the most, but he ends up winning here today. Emmett Juckham ends up 2nd. Jay Jefferson up to 3rd after starting 35th. Coluigi finishes right where he started in 4th. And Marcus Sachi rounding up the top 5. They got William Seaman in 6th, Kyle Perry 7th, Andrew Miller well-deserved 8th, Luke Rainey in 9th, and Michael Canto rounding out the top 10. So there's your top 20. So notables outside the top 20. Jonathan Ranger points there, ends up 15th after starting third. He was up towards the front, kind of faded there towards the middle of the race, but still a great day. Extends his points lead even more. It's up over 100 points now. TJ Henley was in the top 10 all race, ends up 18th after kind of fading there towards the end as well. As we look 21st to 40th. 31 cars finished on lead lap as Carson Bowers got his lap back there at the end. The guy who dominated this race, leading 18 laps, Colton Yeo from the pole, ends up 39th. Had some sort of issue on pit road. We don't know what it was, but it was some mechanical issue. Ends up 18th. Car freeze in blue pit road. He started up towards the front. He was up towards the front there and blue pit entrance and had to come back down pit road. Ends up 3 laps down. Lawrence Pound with the header issue. Ends up 2 laps down. Galloway and Bright were both involved in the crash. Bright was second in points, so he loses a ton of points to Jonathan Rains and lets Rains extend his points lead. Let's now go look at the point standings. 10 races down. Here are the point standings with Jonathan Rains out front in points by 115 points over Stuart Gratton in second. Levi Jones with the second win of the season, his second in a row. He's up to third. Jeff Bright down to fourth. Kyle Perry is fifth. Then you got Louis Jack Table in sixth. Luke Rainey seventh. Cole Luigi up to eighth. Alexander Rowe ninth. And Michael Canto rounding out the top 10. So there's your top 20. Jay Jefferson had a great result here today. He was up to 13th in the point standings. As your 2 wildcards are Diego Lopez in 11th in points and Carter Friesen 12th in points, both with victories. Other drivers that could get the wildcard, Justin in 17th and Tim Randolph in 19th. So those drivers also have a shot at the wildcard. As you look down now below the top 20 in points, Colton Yeo with a disappointing day after having such a great first, I would say, 30 laps of the race. Ends up is now 21st in points, had a dominating day at Texas, just could not capitalize there at the end. So these drivers trying to fight their way up into the top 20 and have a shot. So Nathan Stapleton and Steve Larker round out the points as Andrew Miller has gotten up into the top 40 in points. As the next race will be at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Bass Pro Shops 400. See you guys then.